shit, we're going. I hate when people do this shit, you know? It scares me. I don't like it. They should, like... age like this guy. This is how you age. This is how you age.
All right, let's get this started though. We're live.
We are?
Mm-hmm.
Finally. You know how you age? Show how you age. You age like this guy. That's how you age.
Oh, why not?
Sam Elliott. Some Bibb and Tucker. I think that's him doing Bibb and Tucker. That's how you age. Oh, I don't like it.
All right, get that going now.
I don't like it at all. He's 80 years old.
Makes sense.
I gotta pee him. I opened the floodgates, so you get this going.
I'm already live.
Okay. I'll wait till you get there. Just go. No one's gonna be here. Is anyone here? Hey world, he's gonna have a Kraken, and I'm gonna take a piss. Taking a piss. Right here. Shut down. And that's the end of the live, folks. Because I opened the floodgates.
I get it.
Talk. Just say hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
All right, everybody.
And I'm gonna take a piss.
All right, everybody. So Matt will be back in a second. We're talking fantasy football. While Matt gets back, if you have questions, we're going to go over our home league, talk nonsense. Hope you guys are having a good night. The one person that's here. Oh, here he comes.
It's probably you.
Oh, it is me.
It's so late.
That's true.
All right, let's see. Excuse you. That's gross. Don't do that. Is that my phone?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I just need to get the chat because I was going to do it on here, but I was like, oh, I can't because
Okay.
it's mirroring.
Makes sense. Let's see how that sounds right here. Say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Excuse you. That's gross. Don't do that. Is that my phone?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I just need to get.
Okay, here we go. I will have no voice tomorrow. Thank you. And welcome to Fancy-ish. This is your PG rated
Yep.
fantasy football podcast, safe for kids to fucking listen to it because it's clean, right?
Yep.
How's your dick pussy?
Oh boy. Let's start.
just trying to think of anything that's
Let's start
offensive.
for real. Let's start for real.
Okay, that was for real. Okay, let's do it again. And welcome to Fancy-ish. This is your PG-13 fantasy football podcast where we take on like big things like the Goonies.
Yeah.
You know, the Goonies house is for sale.
That's cool. Is that like Oregon? Where is that?
Yeah, it's in Oregon.
Yeah.
And I think it's in Astoria. And I think, or maybe it was just bought. And the new owners are not sure. I think it's the neighbors. They don't know if they want to tell people to stop coming, all the fans.
Well, you have to. You have to.
Nah, it's iconic.
Well, I get it.
Are they making a Goonies too? Is that true?
I did hear that. Yes.
I just read too because who was that? Josh Brolin was in it, right? He was the older brother.
Yep.
I guess he was trying to act too much with his character, and Spielberg was like, "Dude, just say the lines.
Just say the lines. You're doing too much.
That's some insider tip for you on
Doing
Fancy-ish.
too much.
All right. Welcome to Fancy-ish. This is the podcast. We talk fantasy football, guys, but we specifically talk about our 12-team league that we've been doing for 20 years because it's a blast.
It is.
And guess what? We got players that you got as well, right? So you're going to recognize some names like Terry Bradshaw.
True.
How many teams do you have Terry Bradshaw on this year?
3.
Oh my God.
3 out of my 8.
Wow.
I drafted Bradshaw.
Okay. All right. How you doing on those teams?
Not good.
Okay.
Not good. He hasn't scored once yet.
That's weird.
I know. I thought I was a Super Bowl winner. We got it.
All right. We're going to go to the week that was. That's what we do for you folks. All right. So let's go right away into, we had taken UMass back to school against the Wadsville Winners. That was the first game we had, and that was a close one.
Real close.
Taking UMass back to school, 181 to 78.5. We both said taking UMass back to school, so we were right.
Yay.
So let's look at Eddie's team, who, let's see. Brock Purdy, he has been pretty good.
Yeah. So over 350 yards last game, three touchdowns. So he's on a roll. He got Christian McCaffrey back now.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. They're looking good. I mean, we should have beat Tampa by a lot more, but
so
if you have Brock Purdy,
on a side note, just with the Niners on that, what do you think about that whole Debo altercation with the placeholder?
So I don't mind him being mad that, because initially it started because Moody missed 3 field goals, and then the placeholder or place kicker or placeholder kind of got intervened. You got to get in front of him.
It was Lucy Van Pelt, wasn't it?
It was Lucy Van Pelt.
That makes sense.
And so I don't mind it. I wish it didn't happen right there with in front of everybody. Yell and be mad in the locker room. You don't do that shit. Embarrass your teammates out in front of everybody.
No, you don't. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
And that's the reason why you should drop Debo if you have him, and we can pick him up.
So the notes I have here for this is like Wadsville was so close to his second win.
Yeah, he
so
was.
close to. So he had Tyreek Hill and Jonnu Smith going, and taking your ass back to school had nobody going, and it couldn't do it with Jonnu scoring 5.5, Tyreek scoring 9.5. He got lucky to score 9.5 because he scored that touchdown.
Yeah,
and I would have expected, 15, 16 points between the two, and it just didn't work out. And Jonnu started out real strong, actually. He had a big catch, and he couldn't get his second win. But I also had choosing Marvin Harrison on the wrong week again.
Okay, yeah. So you're moving ahead to taking us back
Sorry.
to school. Just so for Wadsville, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, big names going into the season that just never has worked out. That's a bummer
for sure.
For people to have them, yes. So taking us back to school, right? So he had Chase Brown, James Cook, good combo there.
Derek Carr even.
Derek Carr, sure.
Yeah.
Not losing.
Right.
Derek Carr.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. He has Harrison Jr. on the bench again, and it's like, man, yeah, if you're not playing him, then you should be trading.
Well, that's the thing we kind of been saying for the last couple weeks is I get it with Marvin Harrison. Yeah. He's hard to start, but you got him first round, and like when he scores, like he's good for you. But if you don't want to play him, I get it. Then try to find somebody that does want to play him. I even offered to trade for him.
I agree.
I offered to trade for him.
Well, right now with his receivers, who he does have, Tolbert.
Yep.
Quentin Johnston, I mean, I like him, but I was looking at him because I have him on my dynasty team.
Yeah, touchdown dependent, right?
He had 2 catches. He had 2 targets.
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting lucky.
I think so too.
Is how I see it.
Yeah, I think so too.
So Harrison though is the number 1 guy they want to hit to.
Yeah, they're trying. They're trying to get to, and you gotta play him. Like I offered him a trade. I think I wanted J.K. I think it was J.K. Dobbins and Jaden Daniels because he was playing Derek Carr for Marvin Harrison, and I said Cooper Kupp.
You have Kupp.
Right, I offered Kupp and Jaden Daniels.
Oh, I see.
For Marvin Harrison and J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I
like it.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it.
It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving on. So taking us back to school was the 5-5,
which is to only score 81 and get the win, to move 5-5 and keep in it.
What an asshole! I hate anyone that could only score 81 and win.
Oh boy, it's a
foreshadowing.
It's a weird week. It's a weird week.
And Eddie goes to 1-9. We go to Prestige Worldwide and Effortless.
Yep.
We both said you. And Prestige, you did win 124.5 to 73. Prestige, you needed this.
I did.
You go to 5 and
Big
5.
time.
Effortless goes down to 6 and 4.
Yeah, especially because Butterfingers lost, so that really
Gained
helps.
some ground there.
Yeah.
So he went with Aaron Rodgers as QB because hey, this guy,
So
Hall of Fame, Aaron Rodgers.
here's what
what I think happened to Aaron Rodgers?
He took ayahuasca.
Oh,
and went crazy.
Well, I thought I think she broke down and took a vaccine.
Oh, got it. Maybe that's what happened. Yeah, maybe that's what happened. So I said this though with Aaron Rodgers. I said he played Aaron Rodgers over Baker.
Yeah.
I said homer pick because Effortless is a 49er plan. He didn't want to play the quarterback playing against the 49ers.
Oh, interesting.
Not
that it would have made a difference. It only would have changed it by 6 points.
It wouldn't have. It wouldn't have. But would you have started Aaron Rodgers over Baker?
No,
I wouldn't have either. But
although going into that game, you're thinking Arizona's defense.
Of course,
Rodgers should have done better than this.
Yes, a lot better.
Yes,
should have done a lot better.
Yeah, so I understand the play
for sure.
Right, but I mean, running backs good. Mixon, Tracy, 15, 14 and a half, awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
AJ Brown, 12 and a half. You just need that touchdown.
Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, Philadelphia scored 34. So you want a little bit more, but that's just the way it kind of rolled. He still got 5 catches, over 100 yards, but just didn't score, which you need.
So yeah, I'm still happy if I'm Effortless.
I'm so happy. The only thing I said is Brian Thomas Jr., right? The last 2 weeks he's gotten 2 and 5 points. So are you getting a little worried because he's playing for Jacksonville? You got Mac Jones at the helm. Brian Thomas.
There's like different colors for like of attack for the country, right?
Sure.
Red, orange.
Right.
I don't know which is what.
I'm not sure either.
Okay. I'm kind of worried.
Yeah, I kind of am too, and it's not obviously just like a lot of.
I think that's Maroon 5.
It is. It is. No, it is. It's Maroon and then level 5.
Yeah, there's Maroon 1, Maroon 2.
Yeah, and this is
so
Maroon.
I'm not at 5. I'm at like Maroon 4.
Okay, I'm 3.5. No, I kind of am with you, and it's not because of his skill. It's just he's on Jacksonville. It's just like Malik Neighbors. He has Daniel Jones thrown to him. He has Mac Jones thrown to him. It's just hard to get to the number you want. And 5 and 2 the last 2 weeks is like you don't like. And I don't know as far as his options. He has Mike Williams, Jaden Reed who's on a bye, but he can I guess switch out Jaden Reed for him.
Yeah,
but
So on your team, this is the good news.
Yeah,
for you, Lamar Jackson put up 40 points.
Right.
Jaden Daniels put up 8. And if you would have played Jaden Daniels,
yeah,
you still would have won.
That's funny. I didn't consider it this week.
You still would have won.
Yeah, that's funny. I said on my notes, Lamar basically won the week for me in the sense that like if I would have won either if you got a low score, but like 124 is one of the higher scores I've done in the last couple of weeks. But if Lamar Jackson has a good game, 25. Right. Mm-hmm. And I'm kind of back to just over 100, and that's what I've been scoring, and that's not good enough. I need to be at that 115 mark. So he won the week for me, and I said wide receivers are going to have to carry me. Jefferson, Brown, Cup. Without them right now, it's I'm done for.
How are you feeling about? So Laporta had a good game for you. How are you feeling about Laporta?
I feel good about Laporta. I mean, except this week he's probably not playing.
Yeah, he might be hurt, so you need a tight end.
I have a couple in the waivers right now going because I know I need it. Right. The first thing I did look up was Knox.
Okay.
I was like,
oh really?
Nope. Okay, guess not.
I almost did it because I don't want to have to choose between the two game day decision.
I hear you.
But he's kind of like good, not so good, not so good. But overall, I mean, that's still better than most tight ends.
And that's the kind of way I'm looking at it. That's why I haven't picked up a second tight end because I don't want to make that decision. And I don't want 2 tight ends, 2 quarterbacks. And he's good enough as far as the tight end position. And so I'll just have to, now he's hurt, I'll pick somebody up and then kind of go from there. So
yeah, for sure. But yeah, James Conner's still producing for you. So that's great.
It's real great. Yeah.
Do you have anything that's concerning you?
Yeah, my second running back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's as it's been the last 5-6 weeks. Is I started Braylon Allen. I got Tajay Spears, which I'll probably start next week. Yep. Joe Connor's on a bye.
Kind of have to.
No one wants to trade me a running back.
Oh, you got Connor on a bye? Ooh.
That's what I mean. But we'll go into when we go to the previews.
Okay.
We'll see how
juicy.
Yeah, we'll see if that's all right.
All right, let's go to the next game then. You Below Me and Jazzy Jeffs. This was it's a low scoring week, except for this
Except
game.
for this
They didn't
game.
get the memo.
Yeah, they were
They
like,
were
no,
putting
no,
up
no,
points.
no.
And it sucks so bad for Jazzy Jeffs
To be
to score 158 and a half, the second most points,
and go against
lose
and go against someone that's doing 160.
because Ubalomi won with 162 points to 158 and a half, and Ubalomi goes to 9-1. Jazzy Jeffs goes to 4-6, but Jazzy would have beat everyone else.
Yeah.
So let's look at Jazzy, who had a great game. Joe Burrow 41.
Yep.
But of course, he was going against Ubalomi's Jamar Chase at 49 and a half.
Yeah. So it kind of squares up there, equals each other out. So.
How about this Bijan Robinson though, man?
Last couple weeks for Bijan.
Last 5 weeks.
Look
at this. Last 5 weeks.
Yeah.
He had 26 and a half, 16 and a half,
Mm-hmm.
19 and a half, 21 and a half, 23 and a half. Remember when we did that mock draft?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I picked him pretty early, didn't I?
In the first round.
I think I did.
No.
No, Bijan just killing it.
No,
Oh my
Bijan's
God.
coming around. They're finally using him like they should. And I also said for Jazzy, it really sucks for him. He's 4-6, but has the third most points in the league altogether. But 4-6.
Can you click on Kelsey for me?
Oh, I will say this. I will click on Kelsey. The last thing I'll say is I hope Eddie listens to this because last year he didn't do it. 2 years ago, I gave Eddie a medal that said you first in our hearts, right? Be like he had a great year but didn't make the playoffs. He didn't give it away last year. It was supposed to be given each year. So on my notes, I said Eddie needs to bring that back, that medal back. Because at Jazzy at 4-6, possibly don't make the playoffs, and third highest scoring team, really good, might deserve that medal this year.
All right, well, we get the mail it to Tennessee.
I know, but at least he deserves
He's
it.
busy with baby. Nah, he's got a brand new baby.
Who?
Jazzy.
Well, it has nothing to do with Eddie bringing the medal back.
Well, if you give that medal to Jazzy, a baby might eat it.
Well, we'll at least hang it up, and we need to have.
Is it baby proofed?
It is baby proof. But I'm just saying, Eddie needs to bring that medal back.
Okay.
Give it away this year. Okay, sorry.
Is it a Fisher Price medal?
It is a Fisher Price medal. All right, Kelsey. What
So I just remember people like, I remember like on your TikTok,
and
just people like, and I made a comment earlier in the year too of how I'm not giving up on Kelsey. But like, oh, but what's he doing for you lately?
Right.
Kelsey. Well, let's look at what he's done for us lately.
Okay, so
Last 3 games.
16 points, 15 points, 20 points.
Tell me those targets.
Targets are good. So targets 12, 16, 12.
Oh,
Yeah. No, they're in it now. But that's also, you can argue Rashee Rice is out. So he wouldn't have done this.
It's Kelsey and Mahomes.
Listen, I agree with you. It is Kelsey, but you can also argue that he wouldn't be getting those targets if Rashee Rice is also there.
I don't care.
I think that's a fair
I
argument.
don't care.
So you win by default.
Okay. All right.
I get it's Kelsey. I do get it's Kelsey.
But Vikings D also put up 21 points. The number one D. I mean, that's he's been good. But his Bills D on the bench at 20.
I know 21 for Vikings. 20. That's what I put notes. There's some heavy lifting there.
Too bad he couldn't have played he couldn't have streamed the defense
I know,
like
put him in the flex of defense. That'd be a fun league.
Yeah, flex if you want.
Yeah,
Flex
yeah.
any position.
Yeah.
But now let's look at Ubalomi, 9-1.
9-1. The only notes I have is Ubalomi untouchable. That's all I said. If someone's put up 158 on you and you still win, you're the Chiefs.
Well, hold on. There was Sean Connery, Kevin Costner.
Untouchables?
Yeah,
They're both there in there? I don't think they're in that.
Yeah, they're both in it.
I thought that was like a Pesci movie and shit.
No. Sean Connery.
The Untouchables.
Yeah, The Untouchables. Great movie. You got De Niro as Capone.
Okay, maybe that's somebody I'm thinking.
Sean Connery, his epic death scene.
Oh man,
It's epic.
I guess I'm not.
It's one of the most epic death scenes in all the movies I've ever. That's amazing.
Oh no,
That's the way to go.
I guess I felt like I watched it and then you talked about Sean Connery and I guess I didn't watch
So
it.
you're saying Dan was in the Untouchables?
Sean Connery?
No, Dan. You below me. He was in.
Oh, he's untouchable.
He was in the movie.
Yeah, he was.
Was he Capone?
No, he was Muggsy Bogues.
That does sound like some sort of mafioso guy. Muggsy Bogues. He was 5'3".
He was 5'3".
Yeah, I remember this.
Had a great jumper.
That does sound like a good character. But look, all his receivers.
Yeah, it's tough, dude.
Nakua, McLaurin.
Yeah, he has McLaurin, Chase, Nakua, but also
Everyone
Kamara and
hit.
Hunt, and it hurts. Like, it's fucking unfair. And then he gets fucking somebody else this week.
We'll talk about that later.
Come on.
And hey, his kicker still got 9 points, even missing
Three
field goals.
I know.
He
It's
still put up 9 points.
unbelievable.
Jake Moody.
Give me,
Unbelievable.
how did he not have negative points? At least from the kicker.
We both said you below me, so we were both right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was easy.
The next game,
That wasn't easy. But
DeShit going against Butterfingers. DeShit with the win, 113.5 to 100.
help me out.
You said DeShit.
Yes.
I said Butterfingers. You won this week.
That was a big help, man. And the original projections were 96 to the shit and 120 to Butterfingers. And so I appreciate it, Treb, for getting me help me go back even with Butterfingers. I said, thank God he picked the wrong QB, Butterfingers.
Okay.
Herbert had 21. And Cousins had 10. It's only 11 more. But it would have been 111 to 113. But I think God he did it. It made it more bearable for me. And last thing, I said normal running back sets came back to earth all in the same week. Barkley had 7.5. Jonathan Taylor had 12. HN had 6.5. So they all did it the same week. And that one you can anticipate one, maybe two, but usually one maybe having a bad game and the other two will pick them up. All three kind of came back. Because for Butterfingers to score 100 actually is, 15 points below his average. So
Eagles D 25 points, but let's talk about Kirk Cousins for those that have Kirk Cousins because he's one of those do you love him hate him type guys or did you hate him the whole time?
Yeah, I don't like him. The whole time. Like I just don't believe in him, and I get he has the ability to score 25 in a game.
Or 40.
40. I get it.
I know.
It comes too far in between. Yeah. And I know Herbert is probably close to the same in his eyes, so I get the not playing Herbert. I really do. But against Tennessee, I probably would have played Herbert. But
I feel like Herbert early in the year, I would say that. But now I feel momentum is shifting.
Yes, I think so too.
So right now, Cousins is averaging 18.5 a game. So, that's like, okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's serviceable.
Yeah.
And Herbert is 16.4.
Yeah, but
that was
early.
taking into account the early.
Yeah, what he's done lately has been better. I think at a point where you probably
3 weeks in a row of over 20.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And it kind of shows. I think Herbert's proven these last couple weeks. You got to start him, but especially over Cousins. But who knows? And like I was almost willing to trade Jaden Daniels to Butterfingers because he kept streaming quarterbacks. I was like, oh man, if he goes off, and I don't want to hurt my chances. He's in the same division. You know what I mean? So it's hard to make that trade. But. Okay. Are we going to the shit? Oh, Ridley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My only question for the shit was Stafford or Russell Wilson. Russell scored 23, but I mean Stafford's not a bad choice. I guess he thought against Miami. But are you going back and forth each week between those two?
Yeah.
You
kind of are
playing the
with
matchups.
Those two QBs.
I get it.
Russell Wilson and Stafford. I think I am
playing the matchups.
I'm going back
and forth. And that was my question. And you pulled him up here. My question was, other note, is Ridley a real thing or just like a nice flex if needed? Because he's been playing like a wide receiver 2, high end or low end 1. Is he real or like, thank God you just have him to fill in?
So it's
Do you trust
Ridley, believe it or not?
That's what it is.
What are you?
I think he's like, thank God I have him. So if I need a flex.
Oh, it's believe it or not. Do you believe it or not?
I guess if I had to choose it, then it's not, but it's more than not.
I believe it.
Okay. You think, boom.
I strongly believe it.
Okay.
His targets last 4 games, last 5 games, actually, have been 8, 15, 9, 8, and another 9.
Okay. No, I get it.
So he's getting the targets.
You believe in Ridley. I do not.
Now, that far 8... He had 8 targets and no catches, but
that's crazy.
But
that's why and it's mostly I didn't believe him because of Will Levis, but Will Levis has actually been playing better.
If you click him so they can see it on the screen, look at his upcoming games. Look, just go down. Game log. Keep going. Keep going. Look at this. Minnesota,
Yeah.
Houston, Washington, Jacksonville, Cincinnati. I mean, it's gonna be defenses you can hopefully throw on.
At least three. Yeah, they're all in the lower half, but three of them are really good matchups.
Right.
And
So
obviously,
I really like it.
obviously, we know Ridley's skill is there. It's just a matter of if Will Levis can keep doing what he's doing, which is being just like sufficient enough. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he has been. And if he can keep that up, then yeah, you can say you believe in him.
I do.
But
Bucky Irving with a good game, 15.5.
Yep.
That's good. Was his top running back beat the king?
Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry with a meager 12.5 points.
Oh, crap.
What a loser! Drop him.
But I really do like the Shits team.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like if he
We got Jackson Smith on the bench, so he'll get him back. I mean,
if he gets his quarterback in line, you know what I mean? Like, but if that's his lowest thing, I mean, you got Henry and Gibbs, love it. Ridley, love it. Andrews has been playing well. Bucky, love it. Like, so it's a strong team, and plus he's 7-3. Like he
you know what? I'm gonna make a prediction right now.
Let's hear it.
Trev,
Uh-huh.
this is your year.
You're
gonna win it. You're gonna win it all. You're gonna win it all.
I like the prediction. Poor Trev though, right? Because he's always good, and then like, oh, I lost in the second round. He just can't not quite do it. Yeah. It's a good team. But every year,
always a bridesmaid.
Every year he has a good team.
This year you are the bride.
Okay, good luck.
Well, I guess I could have said groomsman and groom.
That doesn't matter.
Does it matter?
That's not the phrase.
Okay,
it doesn't matter.
But I like his chances. Here we go. Vandalizers and Fazools. You said Vandies. I said Fazools.
Ah, dang. Oh, yes. I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn it. I lost again.
Yeah. What does that put me
Why
at?
did I say Fazools? All right. So Fazools, 90.5 to 83.5. Vandies goes to 7-3. Fazools goes to 3-7.
Rough.
Let's look at Fazools. Kyler Murray, 30 points, looking good. Breece Hall, 10. That's it.
That's it.
What is going? So look. There's so many things of what could have been,
right,
for Fazools, and I know he's on a get rid of my team thing
kind of thing, yeah.
And I get it, but ETN this whole year,
yeah, you can't trust him. Same thing with Devonta Smith.
Just sucks because he was drafted so high in so many leagues.
Oh, absolutely. I had him. I almost borderline. I wasn't ever going to, but like I would think like he was on the list of keepers for me.
What, dude? I think he might be the number one. Like
letdown
for drafts from where he was picked. Like who else would beat him?
Yeah, I guess you could have argued CMC because
but that's injury related.
Right, but it's still a letdown.
No, it is, but it's not because of his play. I mean, like,
yeah, no, I get it.
If McCaffrey played and was doing crap,
no, for sure.
I mean, to me, there's a difference on that.
There is a difference. I mean, ETN is up there. Because all the wide receivers. Tyreek Hill is up there. He'd be the closest. Because ETN, you can argue Tyreek because he was drafted way higher.
Yeah,
like
ETN might be like the next round.
Right,
round 1, round 2.
No, he wasn't drafted like he was.
In round 2?
Yeah. Maybe that's why I was considering keeping him in round 4. Because I was like, oh, that's actually...
He's in round 2, especially in ours. Because of
okay.
We have.
That makes sense. So maybe it's between Tyreek and ETN.
Tyreek might be number 1.
Yeah. He's drafted 5th overall or 4th overall or something like that.
Right. And then Javonte Williams, who I actually drafted.
1 carry. It just like they don't trust him anymore, hopefully. But...
Yeah. And Debo...
Debo's a little bit of a letdown, but that's also injury. It's a little combo of both.
Right.
The way they're using him plus injury. So
Devontae Smith too. I mean,
that's what Devontae Smith is a big one. But no, he's had a lot of unlucky because even Breece Hall is good, but he was like he's not Derrick Henry good, and that's what people were expecting.
Yeah.
And that's disappointing. He's not been a flop, but people were expecting a number 1 running back in football type of.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? So that's what's tough. So it's kind of all not working out, and it's not really his fault because he drafted, I think, players that anyone else would have drafted. So,
all right, let's go to Vandy's Josh Allen, 18. Chuba Hubbard.
I
This
know.
guy.
Now,
Oh my
the
gosh.
opposite end of what we were just talking
I
about.
know. 22 points.
I
And
didn't expect shit from Chuba Hubbard. I mean, not a flop, but I mean,
I don't even know if Jonathan Brooks is going to contribute this year.
why? Why? You don't need it.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
You don't need it.
I don't like it.
No, not for you. Not good. But he's just been too good. There's no reason to say, all right, Jonathan Brooks time. He's been great.
He's been lights out.
Yeah. So if we let me like look at it, the first 2 weeks 1 and 9. That's okay. But then after week 2, 24, 19, 15, 12, 20, 22, 11. Like it's just good.
Oh, it's super solid. It's great. The other thing on his bench, he has Cortland Sutton. And I know I've been like on Sutton.
Me too.
But I think I'm changing my mind now.
I think he's proven the last couple of weeks. I didn't like him either, but it's like, it's too many weeks in a row where he's scoring.
If you click him, you'll see last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Targets, 9, 10, 11.
That's big, yeah.
And points, 16, 21 and a half, 13.
I'm with
Bo
you.
Nix is coming along.
Yep, I agree.
I think it's time.
I'm kind of turning around on him too.
I have.
And then you're making a choice between Najee Harris or Cortland Sutton or McConkey or Cortland Sutton. And you're probably starting Sutton at this point, right?
And I mean, is Lamb now on his team?
Right.
I mean, Lamb's not as good as he's going to be now.
No. His stock is way down.
So let's pretend right now that it's draft day.
Right.
And CeeDee Lamb now has who? Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush or Trey Lance
throwing the ball. So he was maybe the top receiver to pick.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, one of the top 3 at least.
Is he still a first rounder to you?
Knowing what we know now, no, I don't think so, because he had a couple good games before this, but it wasn't anything. He was good. It was good, but not maybe.
So if you were to draft right now, where on like your rank of wide receiver?
He would have to fall because
He's still top 10?
No.
Oh.
No, like I would avoid drafting him at all unless he got down to like, I don't know, 4th round, 5th round. Then I'd start considering CeeDee Lamb.
Wow.
Because I'm still taking Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill and him are even. I'm still taking Justin Jefferson. I'm still taking Amon-Ra.
Okay, that's good. That's a good comparison. So do we think that CeeDee Lamb's kind of be like Tyreek now?
Yeah, so I in my mind, his situation, like going forward, I would rather have Tyreek Hill going forward, because Dolphins are still playing for something. They got their quarterback.
True.
And we talked about it a little earlier. This is just hearsay, but like there's talks of shutting him down too, CeeDee Lamb. So I'd rather have Tyreek Hill going for than.
So you're saying we might see no Lamb?
See no Lamb, but not see the Lamb. But I as bad as Tyreek has been, I'd still consider Tyreek going forward.
I think that's what Hannibal Lecter was talking about.
Oh, I get it now.
Clarice.
Oh, CeeDee Lamb.
See no Lamb. Yeah, with the Fafa beans. Yeah. I mean,
so that's it's close, but like still Tyreek.
Gotcha. All right, then we go to my game, underdogs against Null. We both said
boo.
And I did win. Underdogs with a win, 81-80.
That's crazy.
I go to 4-6. Null goes to 4-6.
That's crazy to me.
This was a stressful game. So Null,
Yeah, it was.
Null, who went with Goff instead of Mahomes.
And that was the key.
Boy, it was a big key.
And we've talked about that the last couple of weeks. It's like I get what Mahomes has not been doing, but Jared Goff, as good as he has been as a regular football player,
5 interceptions.
Yeah, and
he was on the hottest streak for QBs and for a while.
He
gone.
Right. And even when Jared Goff was doing well, he wasn't doing fantasy well. And I think that's the problem, and that's why I always would have considered Patrick Mahomes over Jared Goff. So to play Jared Goff over him, again, people say, "Don't tell me how to run my team." We're not, because we've said this for the last couple of weeks. Jared Goff is better in real life than fantasy. Like, you play Patrick Mahomes. It's Patrick Mahomes.
It's the same thing that we're talking about with Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah,
but more.
but more. But more. Yeah.
It's like if that's your guy, you got to go.
Yeah. So it's
Or trade him.
or trade him, right?
If you're gonna play him, trade him.
Yeah,
someone will take him.
Yeah, because you're not. It was just weird to me to play, and that was the difference, right? But that's fine. A couple letdowns for Noel. You think Kyron Williams was going to have more points than 8.5?
Oh God,
you know what I mean? He's been.
And that was down the. I was watching that game, or because that was.
Yeah.
And I hate the projections on this game.
I know,
because it says like, oh, I had a 99% chance, and then it went back
to 60% or whatever.
Yeah, no, now it went to like, oh no, now it's only like it was 60-40. It's like, and then it went back, and then next possession, 1%, 99%.
Yeah,
no, it's not.
Yeah,
like,
that's
all he needs is a catch.
That's it. Yeah,
and it's over.
One catch.
They're in the red zone for goodness sakes.
No,
like,
to get 8.5 from Kyron Williams, you got lucky. He was in a situation where he couldn't play Chubb or Kraft, and he didn't have much else on the bench, right?
I think
even if he played Broncos defense over the 49ers defense, he would have won. So,
look, I think I have had the most lucky games.
The amount of points you scored plus your record would say that. And this is another example. And we talked about it. If we go to you, we talked about it where you got super lucky because the whole day you were thinking Nico Collins was going to play as you should have, right?
Right.
And last minute he wasn't, but you happened to have on your bench a Monday Night Football player.
Oh God, yeah.
So you didn't have to switch it out or play. And it got you 6.5 points.
And I almost missed the cutoff because it was my son that told me, hey,
Nico's not playing.
Like, what? It's like 40 minutes till game time.
Yeah. Because if the only thing you could have done if you didn't, which actually would have won you the week too, is if you probably saw Waddle, like, cool, I don't have to go to the waiver wire and play him. But like what you could have done was got Michi and he scored a touchdown. He had a lot of points. Like if you in a pinch.
Would I have picked him though?
Oh, but you would have had to pick somebody probably playing that game. So you probably would have at least probably focus in on that game first.
No, of course. Yeah, sure.
And Dell was out and Nico's out. And Dell was already taken, obviously, but Nico's out. So you would have picked Michi, maybe, but you had a Monday Night Football player going, which saved you. And won by 1 point. So
yeah, so I'll take it. I'm lucky as all hell. That is that. I got nothing else to say about that.
All right.
I just hope CJ Stroud with Nico back can turn a corner.
I think so. I think you're happy that Nico's back. And then I know there's one or two people watching. We're going over our teams. If you guys have questions, let us know. We're kind of going over.
Yeah, don't be afraid, Chad.
Yeah. There's only like one person in here,
right.
But that's okay. This is our home league stuff, but we're just talking football, so having fun. Anyway.
Yeah. Pose a question. We would be happy to get to it.
For sure.
All right. I'm going to go to the waiver wire.
Oh.
For our league.
Sure.
Let's see the full fab report under transactions. Full fab. So, Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
Just picked up now for $1.
Yeah.
By shit. I like that. Audric Estime.
Yeah.
Picked up by you for $66. Fazil's put a bid for $24. Estime. What do you see in Estime?
So what I saw in Audric Estime was only one thing. That Javonte Williams got 1 carry. He got 14.
Okay.
By a long shot, the majority of the carries.
So what are you seeing as your estimation?
Is that he's going to give me like 6 points. But I'm at a point where I'm desperate. I have James Conner on a bye. So I need any type of semblance of a running back that is going to get some touches.
So you're hoping to open Sesame.
Oh, boy.
On the Estime?
Nope.
Is that okay?
But that's what I'm thinking.
We lost the extra person.
That's fine.
It would be so different on TikTok.
Oh yeah,
it'd be insane.
Well, we'd also be like, what? Oh, so that's my only thought process is he's the only running back that has a chance to get more than 10 touches in a game that isn't already taken. So I needed to make sure that I got him. Yeah. Hence the 66.
No, you need a running back.
So
and for Fazools to make the bid, it's thinking for next year.
Yeah.
Texas D was picked up for $35 by Vandy's.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought I might have a chance. I put up First of all, Noel put up 26. I put up 17,
Well,
thinking,
it's crazy. Yeah,
but I was like, I still didn't think that was enough.
I put up 11.
You put up 11.
Everyone's
put above the dollar.
Yeah. Well, he always doesn't see what he gets, but 35 is crazy. I know they're,
See, and you know what? For defenses, this is what I would say.
Okay.
I say maybe early in the year,
don't do it.
But when we're getting into the nitty gritty, and like you think, oh my God, I could get an extra 10 points potentially from this defense.
It's big. Yeah.
When I'm fighting for a playoff spot,
when look at the point differential this last week, 1 point, half point, 3 points. So,
you need anything you can to boost that team.
Yeah,
I get it at this point of the season,
especially I don't know how much Noel has. Oh, I'm not Noel. I'm sorry. Vandy's has.
Yeah.
Maybe 35 wasn't anything for him. You know what I mean? Because he had a lot of fab left. So I'm with you. It depending on this time of the year because that extra 5 points. Is a win.
Oh, for sure.
And
we've been seeing like this last week we had like 3 teams with 20 points.
Right.
On defense.
Yeah. And someone like Vandy's needs a win. Someone like me, someone like Butterfinger, someone like
anybody.
Well, I'm saying there's some people that are out of it.
I see. I got you.
Yeah. The people that are 5-5 and 4-6 and need that 1 or 2 wins.
So the 1-9 teams are out of it.
They're out of it. Yeah. They're out.
Do we have any 1-9 teams?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But so 35 is a lot, but like you said, this time of the year.
DeShit picked up Cam Akers for $30. No other bids. Saints D picked up by me for 17. Yeah. No other bids.
Yeah.
That was the next best defense. I'm surprised no one else took a bid.
Yeah.
Jerry Jeudy picked up for 12 by Noel.
Sure.
Jason Sanders picked up for 10 by Vandy's. I got Dawson Knox for $7. No other bids.
I know, that's awesome.
Jerome Ford, $4 by Fazools. No other bids. And McManus kicker for $1 for Effortless. Dolphins D, $1 Effortless. And Bo Nix for $1.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, I like that.
Hell yeah.
Bo Nix has been
a 20-point quarterback possibly for $1. And Effortless has been streaming quarterback, so I would take it. Yeah.
And you know what? That I don't love the streaming quarterback route.
Mm-hmm.
But the last time I won my championship, I did it by streaming QBs.
So this is what I like. We'll talk a little bit about the theory here for a second. What I like about fantasy football is because it changes year by year, man, where, you could have gone, a lot of people were going zero running back. It's been that for a couple of years. And this year was the year to go back old school and get those running backs early and go lower on your wide receivers or lower on your quarterbacks. And then some years, like a year I won, in the playoffs, I picked up Ryan Tannehill and he won me the championship.
Ryan Tannehill.
And because I was streaming Ryan Tannehill.
Oh my God.
And this year, last year you needed those high-end quarterbacks. This year, there's enough where you can stream either Bo Nix or Jared Goff some weeks or Tua some weeks or Jaden Daniels was picked up in the 11th. You can't stream him, but like this year, there's enough good quarterbacks. You don't need that Patrick Mahomes in the third or the Josh. Even Josh Allen scored 18. He's not killing it. The only quarterback that's really killing it is Lamar Jackson. Like it's like an every week thing. That's the only one. Like Baker was there.
Burrow recently.
Yeah, but there's, let's say there's 3. Maybe the rest you can be like, I'll pick up Bo Nix this week. And the theory of fantasy football is so funny to me. It's just like whatever the teams decide to do, you got to follow suit with fantasy football and how they run their teams. And that's what's interesting to me. And so next year is going to be interesting. And I think next year we're going to see like 8 out of the 12 first round picks be running backs. And they're going to switch it up again. And you got, I don't know. It's just hard to follow sometimes, but that's what's fun about it.
Yeah. So when I won that year, it was Baker Mayfield was my QB.
Okay.
I ended up streaming at the end.
Yeah.
I got him late, and that was the year I think they almost went to the Super Bowl when they lost to the Chiefs.
Oh, okay.
And so he was last year with the Browns.
Yeah, and this year possibly because that's what's going to be the quarterback situations this year for the winner or the playoff people.
I promise you, it won't be a Browns QB though.
To
get you there.
I agree.
All right, Chris. Do you have anybody that was?
We're roasting.
Kind of got in your craw.
Oh man, I got a couple.
All
right.
Really? Okay.
couple fantasy players that got in my craw.
Oh no.
So listen, you had a bad week, so I'm gonna roast you,
Okay.
Matt. I'm gonna roast them. First one I'm gonna do the whole Chicago Bears team.
As a whole.
The whole Chicago Bears team.
All right.
All right. I'm roasting you guys. Listen, I know you guys tried so hard. You should be proud of your one field goal that you kicked against the Patriots. Good for you. You kicked one field goal. Caleb Williams sacked 9 times, auditioning for the team's tackle dummy. The three wide receivers, the 3 big wide receivers, had less than 100 yards combined. Okay?
Yeah,
Okay?
Yeah.
So, Chicago Bears, more like Chicago Go Gadget, you're a fraud.
All right.
Go Gadget, overrated team.
How about Chicago barely there as a football team?
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's better.
That's not bad. Okay.
Actually better.
Next up, Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Baker Mayfield. Listen, I get it. You kept it close with the 49ers.
I was half listening to that one. I still made a better joke.
That's true. That's true. Baker Mayfield, you kept it close against the 49ers. I get it. I get it. Big whoop. Big whoop. We care about fantasy points here. Not if you keep it close. We
Okay.
care about fantasy points.
Got it.
And you threw for 116 yards, no touchdowns. That's not good. We don't want that on our team.
No.
All right. So Baker Mayfield, more like you're a Kirkland brand quarterback last week. Kirkland brand.
Yeah. More like Baker Mayfield. Were you playing football or were you too busy getting baked?
No.
Because you're high.
Kirkland brand quarterback.
You're high
All
as
right.
a buccaneer.
All right. Last one. We're roasting. Malik Neighbors.
He was baked.
Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors.
My God, Malik Neighbors. The promise you had.
Okay.
My God. Hey, listen, it's probably not your fault. Daniel Jones is throwing to you. You're on the Giants, for God's sakes. We don't take excuses here, though, in the roast factory.
I already have the joke. Okay, go ahead.
The roast factory.
I already have my joke. Go ahead.
Okay. Malik Neighbors, you haven't scored since week 3.
Oh,
Listen, you were a top keeper option, and you were killing it. In the keeper league, people wanted to. That's what we're doing,
okay.
right?
Please be the joke I think it's going to be.
Listen, Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
More like, it's a horrible day in Malik neighborhood.
Yes!
Because Malik is in my neighborhood, and by neighborhood I mean my fantasy team. Why'd I draft you as mine? Won't you be my keeper?
Okay. Hey, that's very close to what I had.
Oh,
I had like,
what'd you have?
it was the, would you be mine? Won't you be mine? Please don't be my Malik neighbor.
That's nice. I like
But
that.
very good that we were thinking.
Oh man, I messed it
We're
up.
on the same page.
I said, why did I draft you as mine? You were supposed to be my keeper. Not anymore, Malik Neighbors. You're roasted.
Hey, that's a 10.
That's a 10. I got a 10.
That's a 10.
That's what I got
That's
a
the first time you ever got a 10 from me.
Yeah. Not the Billy Joel song?
Oh, that was good.
Close. It was close.
That was like a 9.5.
Okay, I got it.
That was really good.
But the neighborhood one?
Yeah, no, it's good because you know why the 10? Because I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, that's
So
why.
maybe because I
if I
realized-
thought of it, it means it's good. I get it.
It must have been good because I was thinking the same
Yeah, okay. Are you okay? There's my roast. Week 10. You guys are going down.
thing. Roasted.
Add everybody.
Roasted and toasted. Okay, so
Here we go.
we go to the week ahead.
Week ahead.
And chat. If you
No,
got
there's
questions,
no chat. I mean,
if you got
there's
questions.
2 people in here.
We had 4.
I hope you guys saw my roast.
We had 4. Let me say, if you have questions, you can put them out.
Okay.
It's weird because like on TikTok, it's like so many.
Well, it's different. Yeah, it's a different story. Yeah.
It's like everyone's got their dick
You want
out.
to go live?
Everyone's got their dick out
No.
on
That's
TikTok.
what it feels like.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I want to see all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's going on next?
Okay. We're going the week ahead. So
Okay.
here we go. We're going to go underdogs going against Wadsville winners.
All right.
And right now, I'm projected to win by 25 points.
Okay. Let's see how much.
Do we think that's true?
Let's see how much that's going to change.
I got Stroud
He has everyone playing,
going against Purdy.
so
I got Aaron Jones and Swift going against Jacobs and Gus Edwards. Nico Collins, Pickens against Tyreek Hill and Tank Dell. Dawson Knox against Bowers. McCaffrey against Pearsall.
yeah.
Dicker versus McPherson. Saints D against Colts D.
Okay. So a couple things with this. He has everyone in line, so this is his projection. So we're fine there. 14 from Tyreek Hill. I think that's a little too high. You know?
Is
The-
22 too much from McCaffrey?
Yeah, probably. No, but either way, I got you.
Me too.
I got you. Because he doesn't really have anybody on his bench that he can really fit in that's going to do better than the people he has. Devontae Adams is on his bench, but he's
Oh yeah, we'll get into that next.
He's gone. But yeah, I got you.
We got Jazzy Jeffs going against Null, and that's a 4-point lead to Jazzy. Let's see if that's true. We got Burrow against Goff, not Mahomes yet. So we'll see. Bijan Robinson and Ramondre Stevenson going against Kyron Williams and Montgomery. Drake London, and he's got no receiver.
Okay, but we got 2 zeros though, so
he's got Jameson Williams and Cooper. He could play.
Yeah, okay. Jameson Williams is probably a good.
And Kelsey against unused tight end slot.
Got it.
I've never seen that in my life.
Got it.
See, he still needs a tight end? Oh, he's got Tucker Kraft.
Yeah, he'll put Tucker after in there. And he's at 6. So we got to add 6 to his there.
Garrett Wilson. Okay.
Now we're back kind of even.
So I don't know. This is actually hard to say because of the people that are not in the lineup.
There's a couple like that this week. So who
do you like?
I said you first. So.
Okay, I'll say Jazzy.
You say Jazzy. I said Null, so I'm going to stick with it. On my notes here, so I'm sticking with Null.
All right.
Got to be fair.
Taking UMass back to school, going against Ubalomi. We have Ubalomi with a 18-point lead.
Yeah, wow.
If this holds up. We got Jordan Love going against Jalen Hurts. J.K. Dobbins, James Cook going against Kamara and Kareem Hunt. Quentin Johnston, Jalen Tolbert. I'm wondering if we're going to play Harrison Jr. here.
Yeah, I feel like
going against
no, he's on a bye.
Oh, you're right.
He's on a bye.
Going against Chase McLaren. Otten on a bye.
On
against Pitts, no tight end against the Pitts. Chase Brown going against Puka. Koo against Moody. Jets D against Chargers D.
Yeah, and there's no tight end yet on Taking Your Ass Back to School's roster. So he's going to have to pick one of those up.
Ubalomi, let's not forget, now also has a guy named Brees Hall.
Brees Hall will come in. But are you playing him over Puka?
No. McLaren comes out. You play Puka.
Oh, there you go. Yes. I don't know though, dude. McLaren's been really good.
Yeah.
You play Puka over McLaren? I don't know if I would.
Against Philly, I don't know, maybe not.
I don't know if I would. Brees is so for me it's easy. It's gonna be Ubalomi.
Yep.
It's just you have to, right?
Yep. The best team.
Yeah, you have
it's
to.
only gotten better.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you're right. I might do McLaren. All right, let's go with the shit and effortless.
Shit and effortless.
And this is a 10-point lead to effortless. If this is true, we got Russell Wilson going against Bo Nix, the pickup.
There you go.
He's already leading. Gibbs and Henry going against Mixon and Brian Robinson Jr. Jackson Smith and Njibba and Calvin Ridley going against A.J. Brown, Brian Thomas Jr.
11 for Brian Thomas.
I don't believe it anymore. Mark Andrews going against Hawkinson. Akers against Reed.
So real quick, let's stop this real quick. Brian Thomas projected for 11. Calvin Ridley only for 8.
Uh-huh.
That feels off. Anyway.
It does. One other thing, too, Effortless did pick up Anthony Richardson.
Right, I saw that. Yeah, because he's starting.
So, yeah, we'll see. Where
he's not going to start him, though.
No, not yet. But so based on this, I pick first, right?
This one you pick first.
I'm going to shit.
Yeah, let's go. It's man, even though it's a 10 down, but there's going to be some changes here. Yeah, I think I had it. Man, but this... yeah, I'm going to shit.
All right, the next game is Prestige Roll, the wide guns Fazools. And this one, I don't even know if we even look at. Because Fazools doesn't even have a full team yet.
Yeah, it's hard to... I said me, but...
You got Lamar Jackson. He has no QB. And anybody he picks up is not Lamar Jackson.
Sure.
So,
the only downfall is Lamar's going against Pitt. So you can say, well, maybe he won't have a game. But I don't know. Whatever. But look at my running backs. Aldrich Estimate and Tajay Spears. But listen, he has Travis Etienne up there. For 11. He's not scoring 11.
I don't think it's possible. It's you.
Right, he can't, right? I'm really hoping I'm
I hope you lose. That'd be awesome. But
yeah.
last game is Vandalizers going against Butterfingers, and Vandalizers with a 9-point lead. Josh Allen going against Herbert.
What did I see?
Kenneth Walker, Tony Pollard going against Barkley and Taylor. McConkey and CeeDee Lamb going against Metcalf and Flowers. Kittle going against no tight end yet.
Okay, so that's the key.
Got it.
Why
Sutton
he's
going
down.
against Achane. And then Miami kicker, Buffalo kicker, Texans D, Packers D. So we need a tight end still.
Yeah,
He doesn't have.
he needs to pick one up too, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well, so we can add a couple more points to Butterfingers, but that's about it, right? So we can add. It's pretty close there.
All right. Who picked? I think I picked first last time. So who
I
you
picked
want?
me last time.
But I picked first. I said it first.
I think I said it first. Okay,
Fine,
I got it. No, don't say it. I really need Butterfingers to lose, and I don't want that to tarnish my pick. Boy. Ooh, we're going Vandy's.
So am I.
Oh,
All right.
dang.
All right. So let's really quick. Let's see. There were some trades.
There were some
Can we
trades.
talk about the trades really quick that happened in our league?
Please, man.
All right. So what were these trades? Pull them up.
So some of them I don't like.
One already went through. So it was between Fazools and You Below Me. Right? Fazools saying, hey, I'm 3-7, I'm out of it. So Fazools in our league, he has Brees Hall. He said, you know what? I'm going to give up this guy Brees Hall because I can get some stuff from Brees Hall. What did he get for Brees Hall?
7th round pick.
And
Roshan Johnson.
and 7th round pick. Now, I'm not here to criticize. I also follow the art of the deal. And right here, this was the art of the steal. You Below Me, I think, stole this trade. I'm going to say it.
Yeah. You think
Because, and I say this only because I have been a team that has traded to get draft picks.
Mhm.
And like last year, I traded Justin Jefferson to get a 1st-round pick.
Yeah.
Years ago, I had Matt Forte and traded him to get a 2nd-round pick with Angelo's Army. So, I mean, Brees Hall,
Yeah.
I mean, I would demand a 3rd-round pick at
least
the lowest.
at least for Brees. Yeah.
So I feel like Fazools could have got
more than a 7th and
more than
Roshan.
way more than a 7th.
Yeah.
Say, keep Rashawn, give me a 5th. I mean,
Or whatever.
I don't know, but I
Whatever.
mean,
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was surprised, and I know Fazools is all about having a fair deal and what's fair, and doesn't want to screw anybody over, and I get that. But when you find a team that's desperate enough,
You can get something for
of
him.
course, I don't know why You Below Me would be desperate enough. They're 9-1.
No, but he saw Brees Hall was on the trading block, so he went ahead and offered, right? And I offered Fazools a trade as well, and I understand now why he turned mine down, because one of the pieces in my trade was Jaden Daniels. And I think that's a fair deal, but that's not what he's looking for. Because he's only going to get Jaden Daniels if he's trying to win. And he's not necessarily trying to do that right now. He's trying to better himself for next year. And Jaden Daniels doesn't do that because he's not planning on keeping him. And it doesn't do him any good this year. So he wanted the draft pick, which I talked to you a little earlier. I would have offered him a draft pick if he countered. And it's not his obligation to counter. But if he countered or gave me a chance, because he said that before he declined my trade, he said he was going to. And I was in the middle of texting him back saying, oh, you're declining it. And I was going, what if? And then as I was typing what if, I got the notification from CBS that the trade was accepted.
So he was doing some backdoor dealings, it sounds like.
Yeah, maybe. a little quid pro quo.
Well, that's what happens in all sports.
Yeah.
So I think that's
No,
fair,
no, I
that's
think it's fine. I get why he turned mine down, but I was literally in the middle with the phone in my hand.
You gotta allow the haggle.
He
You
didn't-
gotta
he-
allow the back and forth.
he
That's
didn't-
part of the trading.
He didn't want the haggle. He just wanted to get it
I
done.
read Trump's book, all 2 pages, and it is the art of the deal.
Yeah, I was trying to haggle, but in the middle of it, it didn't happen.
And to be fair, the pictures took up the first page.
That's true. It's a coloring book, right? The first
It's
half.
yeah,
The first half of the book
Yeah.
is coloring book.
for sure. But I'm just saying that, and I don't want anyone to feel bad about anything. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying, like, I've gotten the first round and second round
All
pick.
you're saying is you could have got more from
I
Brees
feel
Hall.
like you could. I mean,
Yeah.
if I would have known,
That you needed a 7th and a
hell, I would have given him a 5th round pick for Brees Hall. Why not?
right. And I would have moved up that high too with
Yeah,
somebody else
for sure,
better than
for
Roshan.
sure. So I think,
But that's okay. That's the way
I think
it
you
falls.
below me. I think good on you.
Oh, for sure.
And then we had some other trades going through. They haven't officially happened
Yeah,
yet,
it's-
but
it's
they
not-
should.
it's
No one's
nice.
gonna
Yeah.
veto them.
Yeah, we got some fab money traded.
Yeah, so we got Ray
Davis,
Davis.
backup running back.
So Effortless is trading that to taking us back to school because he has Cook.
just in case
Makes sense.
for $35 in fab.
So that doesn't seem like a lot of money to me, but
It's Ray Davis.
Right.
True.
But Effortless does have the least amount
Right.
of money,
And we were talking a little
only
early-
$88. So
Yes.
this will help boost him back up. So
we were talking a little bit earlier where with Effortless's record has a chance to go to the playoffs, and
Yeah, for sure.
he wanted it. Like, I'm sure if he got there,
a little more security.
I can make a move in one of my playoff rounds or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
And with only like $35, you wouldn't be able to do that. But with 89 or whatever he's at, almost 90,
Yeah,
at least he can probably maybe make one move here or there.
just one though.
Maybe, yeah. So
Probably a defense.
a $90 defense. I mean,
That-
if in the playoffs,
again,
yeah, the playoffs, yeah.
And then there's one more trade. It was also with Effortless, right? Effortless and Wadsville.
Yeah, Wadsville. Devontae Adams, Wadsville's trading away.
Okay.
And he's getting Brian Robinson and a 6th or 7th, something like that.
I think it was 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Brian Robinson and a draft pick for Devontae Adams.
All right.
So
Now this reminds me of the old school type. Oh no, it's a 9th round pick.
well, there you go.
So Brian Thomas Jr. in a 9th round pick. So I do like Eddie getting some of these options for keepers.
Right.
However, is he not going to just keep Bowers?
It feels
'Cause
like
we can only keep one, right?
just one.
If you can keep 2, I like having Brian Robinson and Bowers. But
Oh, sure.
if I only can choose one, I'm picking Bowers.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about it. I offered Eddie, but he didn't want to give up Josh Jacobs. Maybe he wanted to keep Josh Jacobs. I offered Josh Jacobs and a 7th. Josh Jacobs 4. I'm sorry, a 7th, and Tajay Spears. And I was like, I know Brian Robinson's better than Tajay, but I'm giving you a better draft pick.
So this is where I don't mind the 9th round pick. I think that's
No, sure.
I don't like getting that.
Right.
Again, if I was Eddie, I would ask for higher.
I know.
But if I'm Josh, I'm happy that it's only a 9th.
Yeah.
Because I just don't feel Devontae's gonna.
He'll just be normal. But that
Devontae is like a step up of Tyreek.
Right. I get it.
Do you think he's gonna?
No, I think he'll be fine. But I think Josh is bolstering his playoff run here.
Oh no, for sure.
I think that's what's going on.
Sure.
And
Devontae's an upgrade, but
I think that's okay.
My God, Rodgers. It's a mess.
Yeah.
The only one I like is Garrett Wilson.
Yeah. So I think so. He has Effortless has AJ Brown, Brian Thomas Jr., Jaden Reed. Right, so he's thinking,
not Brian Thomas now. It'll be Devontae.
That's what I mean. So now he thinks he can have AJ Brown, Devontae,
Yeah,
and he likes that better than AJ and Brian Thomas Jr. So he's
which is interesting though, because I almost think who's going to end up having the most points.
Overall,
is it going to be Brian Thomas or Devontae?
Oh, for the rest of the year. Well, the way it's going is probably Devontae.
I think so now.
But yeah, having Brian Thomas Jr. is like, it sucks having him right now. But so I get it though. So I think he's trying to get stronger, which he has, I guess. You know what I mean? Made moves, doing his thing.
That's what winners do. They make moves.
That's what winners do.
I like it. Chris, what are you drinking?
We're doing rum and Coke.
Not just a rum and Coke.
Kraken.
It's the Kraken.
Kraken rum with some Coke.
That's good.
Some cola.
And I had some of that too.
Technically cola.
Oh, I can't say Coke.
Can't say Coke.
Trademark. It's good. We enjoy it.
Always.
I had that, but I'm also drinking this Hat Trick.
Patrick
from Urban Roots. Urban Roots Hat Trick.
That's local.
It's very local. Sacramento Republic FC. I don't know what that stands for.
Football club.
Oh, this is a fancy football podcast. This is great.
It's yes. Wrong football, but yes.
Wait, there's another football?
Well, not in America, but
Mars?
it should be Sac Republic SC soccer club.
Oh, I've heard of soccer.
Oh,
Yeah, they kick the ball.
they do kick the ball. They do
Oh.
they do kick the ball
They call that football somewhere?
somewhere.
That's weird.
Most other
That
places.
doesn't. That's stupid.
Yeah, it's a dumb name.
I don't think that sport will ever catch on.
No. Who plays that?
No one in the world.
Yeah.
But it's a hazy IPA, 7%. It's pretty good, but I would say after drinking those Krakens, it was a
Very
a
different.
shock.
Yeah, for sure. It's a very different type of
It's
taste.
very different. That's good. All right,
All right.
everybody, we wish you well.
Yeah, not me.
That's right. Everyone here wishes you well, except for Chris. Half of us wish you well, and the other half, not so much.
Yeah.
Good luck. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Good luck. Effortless.